It was going to be a breezy sail to Frenchman's Bay from Port Whitby, with winds blowing from the north. This side of the lake had flat water, and we were expecting a fast day of sailing. Little did we know that we had more excitement than we bargained for. Welcome to my channel. I'm Lucilla, and with my partner Paolo, we have been sailing this corner of Lake Ontario on and off for over 20 years as members of boat sharing clubs. We have just bought a Catalina Capri 26, and we can't wait to share with you the joys and tribulations of being first-time boat owners. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and be notified of more upcoming videos. And we have Jim here, the previous owner, on board with us.
And our first guest.
Yeah, our first guest.
Thank you, guys.
She recognizes you.
Alright. Honestly, I don't know about you, but I like Tina more than Neil. Don't you?
I like the tiller is more responsive,
I know. Yeah.
a lot more responsive.
Neil is better than Neil.
So we're entering Frenchman's Bay, and check out a little of this wave action happening in this channel. This is our old sailing ground from last summer. We used to sail the Catalina 22s out of Frenchman's Bay, and we're just visiting, just to for old time's sake. Yeah, I can smell the diesel. Smell rubber, or yeah, something. We're in Frenchman's Bay, but we're having such an issue actually even in motoring. There's so many weeds on the water. I don't know if you can see it. And at one point we felt like we just stopped. So we're leaving Frenchman's Bay now. There are markers that we're trying to follow, but they don't make sense. And so we think they may have moved. That's Frenchman's Bay Yacht Club down there. Okay, so we're leaving, and that was our little tour of Frenchman's Bay.
So we had a bit of a situation when we went into Frenchman's Bay. I don't necessarily know if it was because of that or what, but the strainer for the water for the cooling system for the engine. Well, initially I didn't know what was happening, but I just went to look at the temperature gauge. Look at the temperature gauge over here on the engine, and I noticed that the temperature had gone up to about 180, and normally it doesn't go up above. It just stays between 120 to 160, as it is right now, and that's usually after the engine's been warmed up. So that kind of got me worried, and I looked out the stern and I noticed there was a lot of smoke coming out, which we don't normally get. And we went to Frenchman's Bay, and we know that from our last year sailing experience there that it's a fairly weedy harbor, and we had situations there where the outboard on the Catalina 22 was full of weeds, and I had to put that into reverse occasionally to clear it out and move around anyways. But anyway, so today we were in there and we just felt like we were moving, and a lot of weeds coming out the stern of the boat, and I decided to get out of there because I didn't feel comfortable anymore. We were going to go someplace, and I figured, you know what, let's just get out of here because this thing's not moving. And as we were heading out, that's when I noticed that the temperature gauge was way up there, and I saw smoke that I don't normally see. Anyways, good thing we had Jim with us to help us out with this. So anyways, as soon as we pretty much got out of the channel there, we deployed the head sail.
Oh, this is
and turned off the engine, and then went down below, took off the engine cover, and opened up the strainer, and sure enough there was a bunch of weeds in there, which we'll show you later. Those weeds, and we again, Jim's instruction, I thought about, I didn't think about it, I was just filling in there, I didn't feel any more weeds in there. But Jim said, yeah, you should do something to poke inside the water, the incoming, because there was no water really coming out, even though it was after I opened up the seacock. And so I opened the seacock and I put a tube inside it, and sure enough, water started coming out. Thanks, Jim. So we got water running, and then we turned the engine back on, although it would have been difficult to see whether, just to see if it was running. And the water was running out, and there was no more smoke coming out, so that was good. So now when I get back, I'm going to look a bit more into it, see what else needs to be done, if anything. Hopefully it'll be okay. This morning it seemed to be running okay. When we came out, it was just going into Frenchman's Bay over there that gave us a problem. Water coming out. Yeah.
Because at some point, if it doesn't, then you gotta check your impeller to see whether there's any damage on your impeller.
Yeah.
As a result, you get an overheat on your engine.
Yep.
That's the maintenance of boating.
Yeah.
Headaches, so-called, of boating, which I really don't miss.
Thank you for watching. I appreciate it very much. Until the next time, fair winds to all.